Handy Tesla on Twitter said that they got a call offering to have their 7-seater Model Y delivered before the end of Q2, which I need more information on this, so we're gonna wait until he responds. Nah, actually, I just want to wildly speculate. I think I'm better at that. Wildly speculate it is. Let's go. So there's lots of theories I have, especially given he got this call during the shutdown. Obviously, the Fremont factory is not active, which means no new Model Ys are being produced. There may be some in inventory that they haven't delivered yet, but my hope is that while the factory has been closed, maybe there's a small minimal amount of staff that could be retrofitting or at least planning for the factory to start making some more configurations of the Model Y, including that 7-seater option. So what we did not find out from this call is whether or not these third row seats are going to be rear facing or front facing, and given if they're ready by now and potentially able to manufacture the 7-seater Model Y within the next quarter, it's safe to assume that they're probably not going to be that different from the 7-seater showcased on stage when they originally unveiled the Model Y, which is why I'm guessing they're going to be front facing, just very, very crammed. And the second row seats are going to be on a rail, so a little bit less leg room for the middle row people, but it will be technically possible to seat 7 in the Model Y. But it also gives me hope on what other things they could be retrofitting in the factory line, right? So like we know from the Q1 2020 results that the Model Y ramp is going really, really fast. As Elon said, they are ahead of the schedule they were ahead of. So in my opinion, that makes the most amount of sense that they should be able to accelerate the production of all configurations of the Model Y in the coming months. Now, it may not necessarily mean that the standard range Model Y is ahead of schedule, because I think there may be some profit margin reasons that they don't reveal, the cheapest option at the beginning. They kind of want to reward people that are willing to spend the extra money because then they get the extra profit off that. So that's why long range and performance Model Y is available now, but the standard range might not be ahead of schedule in that way because they absolutely could release it early. It just means that they have to collect a smaller amount of profit on that. So for anybody who wants to get their hands on a Model Y soon, you're basically required to spend over $50,000 on that vehicle. So once it becomes mainstream and a lot of people who are willing to spend the long range or performance prices have purchased into it, then standard range may come. But the 7-seater, that should be an option for everybody. That should not be an exclusive for a specific size battery pack. So making sure that's available as soon as possible, because it proves to the market that, hey, this is not just, a crossover SUV. This can also have lots of functionality and practicality to it, because you got the cost saving measures and you got the tech advancements of the Model 3, but there is no modification to the Model 3 that can make it a 7-seater, unless someone has tried out there. Oh god, please, I hope no one out there has tried to make a 7-seater Model 3. It'd just be weird, but Model Y absolutely is possible. It's not super practical. It's not going to be a roomy 7 adults, but it can happen, and Tesla has not changed on their vision from that. Their website still says 7 adults and all that kind of thing, so making sure they're able to manufacture the different configurations of the Model Y soon may be a great way for Tesla to hit the ground running once these factories open up again. So maybe that's why Handy Tesla was able to get this call from them, because they're saying, hey, you know what? 7-seaters, once we open back up, are gonna be ready again, so we better check and make sure that these people who have reserved the 7-seaters are ready and prepared. But I think it's fair to say Tesla is still unsure about the 7-seater release, because at this point you cannot reserve one. It's an option that says it's coming in 2021, but it's not what it used to be. See, before Tesla announced that the Model Y was coming in mid-March, you were able to reserve a 7-seater Model Y, and they've since removed that option. So maybe they got the reservations for the 7-seater and just said, you know what, let's just focus on the ones we got, and once we start rolling those out, then we can let people order it again. But they didn't want to get people too excited, because the website still says, first deliveries begin in March, which is still dated at this point now that April's pretty much over. So I cannot wait to see someone's first 7-seater Model Y delivery, because I need just some juxtaposition on how small of a person can be that can fit in that third row, and how they're going to make it front facing without your head going through the glass roof. Maybe Tesla has an incredibly good use of space somehow. I don't know how they're going to do it, but if they were able to provide that option to people before even Q3 began, it would be pretty impressive and incredibly ahead of the schedule, considering Model Y was not supposed to launch until the fall of this year. So mad props to Tesla if they're able to do the 7-seater in Q2. Maybe they were making that call to Handy Tesla thinking that the factories would be opening on May 24th. That doesn't sound like it's going to be happening now, so perhaps it won't make it in Q2, but either way, I just wanted to report on it because this is our first confirmed case of someone with a 7-seater reservation suggesting that, hey, mine's gonna be ready this year. So what else could be ahead of schedule? Or what else do you think could be delayed? Feel free to hit me up over on Twitter, join my Discord, and we can speculate needlessly over there. If you don't like these types of videos, yeah, just don't click on them, I guess. There's a lot of speculation on my channel, so get used to it. Either way, though, thank you guys for watching. Hope you have an excellent rest of your day. Take care.